So in this tutorial, this is the look I'm going to be showing you. I hope you enjoy it. To start off with, what I'm using both Arbonne's Volume 1 and 2 palettes. So we've got this one here. This one is Volume 1. This is all earth inspired eyeshadows. And then we've got this one, which is Volume 2. And this one's all gemstone inspired eyeshadows. So to start off with, as my base, I'm going to be going to the Earth palette and I'm going to be using Fog. And I'm going to be using a large brush as well, just to give me a base. And then I'm going to move on to the other palette and I'm going to be using Quartz, which is this very light pinky peach shade. And I'm just going to go over my eyelid and then just probably about halfway up to my brow bone with that shade. This is a very light, subtle shade, so it might not actually pick up on the camera. And then I'm going to actually move on to my crease. So I've used a large fluffy brush for that. And I'm going to move on to my crease with a smaller brush. And I'm going to Volume 2 palette and I'm going to use this shade down here called Prism, which is a metallic peachy colour. And I'm going to use my mirror for this as well. And I'm just going to go into the crease of my eye and just slightly higher. And then just to intensify the outer corner of that, I'm going back to my Volume 1 palette and I'm going to use this colour down here called Cactus. And I'm just going to intensify the outer corner with that. And then what I'm going to do, I always have a tissue to hand as well, just so I can keep wiping my brushes over them once I've used them to take off any excess colour. But the next colour I'm going to use on my eyelids, I'm going to use Opal here, which is a very light metallic, almost like a champagne goldy colour. And I'm just going to pat that onto my eyelids. And then the next colour I'm going to use is I'm going to use Fog from the Earth palette. Sorry, not Fog, Desert. Fog's the one above it. I'm going to use Desert and I'm just going to tap that on the outer corner. And then if you feel like that kind of look, if you want a bit more intensity with the metallic side that's on your lid, you can then take, actually I use my ring finger and I'm just going to go over those colours again, and if you pat those on, what you'll find is that intensifies the colour. And I'll just go back to Desert again. So you can build up either a soft look or something that's a little bit more dramatic. like that. And then just to finish off with, I'm going to take my smaller brush. I'm going to use Prism, which is the peachy colour, and I'm just going to go underneath my eye just to create almost a little bit of a liner, and I'm going to blend it just into the outer edge. And then I'm just going to wipe my big fluffy brush on my tissue and take my fog base colour, and I'm just going to use that to blend all that in. And you can also just blend a little bit under the eye, like so. And then to finish off with, I'm going to add a little bit of highlight. So I'm going back to I've got my Starlight Glow palette, so I've already got my shadow, my bronzer and my blusher on. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a little bit of a highlight around the eye onto my cheekbone. And then I'm going to take some of that highlight and go under the brow bone too. So what next I'm going to do is apply my liner mascara, do my brows and my lips, and then I'll come back and show you the final look. So there we have it. This is the final look. The eyeshadows are completely buildable, so you can build it to whatever intensity you like, and obviously you can finish it with you know, whatever, you know, however heavy you like your eyeliner, whatever you want to do with your brows as well. It's totally personable to you, but these are the colours that I used to achieve the look. I finished it off with my brows, my liner, my mascara, and then I've got my Amaryllis lip duo, and I've got both the matte and the gloss just for that extra touch. But yeah, so you can certainly see all the makeup there, absolutely beautiful. And I say it is buildable as well, so if you prefer something more muted and natural, you can do that, or if you want something heavier, then you can do that too, depending on absolutely like what your style and preferences are. So I hope you found this helpful, and obviously if you've got any questions at all, feel free to ask.